Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are driving, obviously. We, as in you and me, because you're coming along for the ride. And I love that about you. You always are up for a road trip. That's awesome. And what we're doing now is we're debating different things. We're looking at different things, and we're saying, is a diesel pusher a bad idea or a good idea? Because the frustration level that we're having with this one is surprisingly high. And that's not even a little bit. That's like, we're having a hard time. So one of the things that we're having a hard time with is that this thing is costing a mint. It's costing a lot of money. We bring it in, $5,000 service. Bring it in again, $5,000 service. Bring it in again, $5,000 service. Like, okay, that adds up really, really fast. Just going on a limb and letting you know, that adds up fast. This GPS apparently has no idea where we're going. Apparently it has no clue because it keeps telling me to do a U-turn. Like, I'm not even remotely paying attention to it. I'm just following Marcy now. Marcy and I, we've really, things have changed with us in a good way. So what's happening now, instead of putting the toad in the back, when we bring it in for service, we just drive two different vehicles because now I have my full license. So that's great. That's fantastic. What's changed is that I kind of miss having my passenger princess over here. I really do. I miss having that person right next to me so I can chat a little bit and have some conversation stuff. Like, I miss that. So that's a thing. One of the other things, we're looking at a different unit, mostly because this is costing us a lot of money. We're working out all the kinks that should have been already worked out. We expected them to already be worked out, and they're not. So we're having a bit of a hard time. And because we're having so much of a hard time, we're looking at getting rid of this. Marcy just wants to get rid of it, be done with it, and just fly everywhere because that makes her happier. But at the same time, it's not really a realistic or a good option either. I can't tell which one Marcy is. There's all these little black SUVs. They all look the same. It's driving me nuts. How do I know which one's which? I think that's her up there. But I'm looking like a Chevy. There's no, it's a Hyundai. There's no, it's a Saturn, I think. There's a Toyota. Like, they all look the same. Drives me nuts. And a lot of people say all motorhomes look the same. Well, to a point, you're right. Yeah, that's Marcy. I got her. So anyway, we're looking at all these different things, and we're thinking about what can we do differently? What can we do better? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? And we're coming up with, there's not a lot that we can do. So, what can we do? It's very frustrating. Oh, here's another thing that's really exciting. I got stickers. So stickers are coming out now. I actually have the stickers on me right now, which doesn't help you out at all. But if I am ever out anywhere and I meet someone, you get a free sticker. How's that for you? And I'm going to print out a lot more stickers. I've got a t-shirt that's mine that I printed out. Maybe down the road I'll have merch. Maybe that would be a good idea. That might be fun. That might be nice. I'm particularly thirsty, so I'm going to have a drink here. Excuse me for a minute. Not a minute. But you get the idea. Anyway, it's all these little things that we're doing. All the little things that we're nitpicking now about this unit. About, is it big enough? Is it spacious enough? Do we have enough room for blah, 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 blah. And like, the biggest thing was having my desk right here. It was nice when we're parked for more than one day. When we're only parked for one day, this is stupid. Because it's too much setup and it's a pain. Honestly, to put that post in is a pain. It's a legit pain to pull it back out. So I've decided that that's not for me. And what I have decided is for me is that doing something more creative. Like, we're talking about the dinette. You can see the dinette right here. Right there. The dinette. Right there. Not dinette. Anyway, you get the idea. So the dinette, we were going to take out, we were talking about it. Marcy's not 100% on board, but I am wildly sold on the idea. And that's to take out the dinette and put a desk in its place. And I was thinking, like, a permanent desk would be the thing to do. And I was thinking, how can I do that? How can I make it so that it doesn't, move during transit? Like, but I want the uppy-downy desk, whatever you call that. I'm calling it uppy-downy desk. Call it whatever you want. But I was talking about something like that, and I was thinking that might actually be a great idea. And I would have to have it fixed in there somehow, and there's 100 different things that are going through my mind. Like I could have like a legit office chair squeezed in. I could put filing cabinet on the one side, and I could have a couple of drawers on the other side for some stuff. And I can do different things, and it would be good. And major change like that might actually be good for me, because then I have a legitimate desk. But it takes away from where we're eating, and we watch TV half the time when we eat anyway, so why not eat on a TV tray? And in case you don't know what a TV tray is, in case you're young, born in the 2000s, not like me, old, born in the 1900s. So if you were born in the 2000s, you don't know what a TV tray is. If you're born in the 60s and 70s, you have fond memories of the TV trays snapping together. But anyway, it's a little table that we put in front of the couch. You're familiar with those. Everybody's familiar with those. We called them TV trays way back when, because you had your TV dinner on your TV tray. And it's a whole thing. If you're young, have somebody older explain it to you. Somebody born in the 1900s, have them explain it to you. But anyway, it's great. I love it. I like having a little desk like that, little table that we can eat from. I have no problem with that. Rather than a big table where you have all the condiments all over there, get a third one, put all the condiments on the third table between us, and we're good to go. That kind of thing. That'd be great. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? Who knows how we're going to have it? Who knows a million things? We don't know what's coming up with the channel. Are we going to do renovations in here and get things done in here? Which, honestly, we might. We legitimately might. And it's going to be tens of thousands of dollars to do the upgrades, which we might actually be doing. The flip side is we may be spending hundreds of thousands getting a different motorhome, which we would be selling this one to afford that one. That's what we would do, legitimately. So it's one of those things where, what are we going to do? And this is going to go up today, and it's going to be a shorter video, but it's going to go up today, and we're going to have a nice chat about it, and we're going to talk in the comments. Let me know. Should we keep this motorhome, put a desk back here? Should we do that? Should we get a new one that's got more space so we can have a desk? What should we do? Because Marcy honestly needs more kitchen. I need more kitchen space than we have right now, because it's cluttered and it's crowded. 2 people in there is don't even get me started. You can't have 2 people in there. I seem like I'm just giving this bus a hard time, and that's not fair. That's not fair. But at the same time, it is what it is. It is a hard time, so. It's like gas price. I'm pulled up next to a gas station here. I could give gas stations an incredibly hard time, because I'm looking at $1.33. Yesterday I saw $1.15. So another place at $1.23, and can we not all get on board and just have one price for everybody? Come on. You can't tell me that across town it's 10 cents cheaper to get your gas. For you as the dealership or the gas station, it's 10 cents a liter cheaper to get your gas than it is for someone else across town. Really? Your side of town is easier to get gas than the other side? Really? Don't even get me started. Because I legitimately will go on that one. Gas prices get me fired up. Marcy with politics, me with gas prices. I've always been that way. I've hated gas prices for as long as I can remember. Well, as long as I've been buying gas, whether it was for myself or someone else, as long as I've been buying gas, I've hated gas prices. I really have. It's just stupid. I don't like it. But anyway, it's the kind of a thing where we're talking about the engine specifically now. We're looking at the engine, and we're looking at the structure now. Things that we never thought about before. Whereas with a gas engine, it's going to scream every once in a while. It's going to scream when you're going up a hill, when it's going to be hard on the brakes when you're coming down a hill, and all kinds of stuff. And I've got a little button over here on the trigger where, see, look at the body roll on that. That's terrible. But anyway, it's things like that I don't like anymore. Now that I know better, I really don't like this. I'm not happy with this, but I understand where it's coming from, and I don't like it. So who cares where it's coming from? If I don't like it, I don't like it. So it's just one of those things. So now we're looking at diesel pushers, because the diesel engines will, typically a gas engine is in the front and a diesel engine is in the back. That's typically what they are. I don't think I've ever seen a diesel engine in the front. I don't think I've ever seen a gas engine in the back. You get the idea. So what we're looking at now is, what if we go for a diesel engine and it doesn't scream up the hill? We can put on the engine brake and just burr, 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 all the way down the hill, and it saves our brakes. I like that better. I like that a lot better. I think that might be something to go for. Other than that, the steering and the driving, it's relatively the same. It's a little bit quieter because my engine right now is right here, so it's a little louder, and I don't like that. But if we go for something else, well, then it's better. I like that. Oh, I gotta turn here. I gotta turn here. I gotta turn here. I gotta turn here. Tiger, I gotta turn. Tiger's not letting me in. Alright, I'll go this lane then. Whatever. I'll do what I can with what I've got. We'll figure it out somewhere along the way. Anyhow. So that was one of the other things was the body. Because I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but there's a lot of squeaking happening. And it's not just the bunk, it's the slide, it's the walls, it's everything is squeaking. And because it's not, I want to say it's not as well built. I mean, it's built fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. But it's built more like a trailer than it is a diesel pusher. Diesel pushers are built different. They're a different breed. They're much, much more expensive for a reason. And it's one of those things where I'm looking at the reason why they're more expensive and like, you know, is it worth another $150,000 on top of this? Like, I don't know. I'm leaning toward a yes, but it's kind of like Marcy and I argued about this the other day. We talked about how I wasn't taking her feelings into consideration. Fair enough. I probably wasn't. When I decided that maybe we should just go diesel pusher, I didn't take her into consideration and say, let's talk to Marcy and see what she thinks about spending all this money. Because we're going to have, our money is going to be set up very differently than what most people is. And because she's an accountant, she's going to help me out with a lot of investing and stuff like that. And she's really going to help me out getting my money straight and paying off any kind of debts that I have and any kind of anything. We're going to straighten a lot of stuff out. So it's going to be very, very good on one hand, and it's going to be very, very on another hand. So the idea was that I needed to talk things over with her, and I didn't talk it over as well as I should have. And she's, right now, for the most part, she's my financial advisor. So I need to make sure that I know what's going on with her. Wow, could have sworn that was her car in front of me. It's not her. Anyway, I'll figure out how to get home. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't need to call an adult. I can get home. I'm okay. I'm Gen X. I can figure it out. Anyway, so the idea is being my financial advisor, my financial planner, really, and that kind of thing. She doesn't really have a background in finances. I'm just saying she's helping me figure out that I'm spending too much money in certain places and I'm an idiot. Is really what it is. And I am, to be fair, with a lot of things, because I went willy-nilly and I spent 130 on this thing. Turned out to be 140 by the time we got everything else done and blah, blah, blah. And like, what a pain in my butt. So anyway, we're working on things, we're trying to figure stuff out, and we're leaning toward maybe we're going to get a new motorhome. We're not 100% there yet. You're going to have to stay tuned. That's going to be a few videos from now, possibly, because there are things in the works. I'm not going to spoil anything. They could go sideways, could go in a different direction. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. We don't know, so we're going to leave it at we don't know. But if we do swap out of this one, we're getting a much heavier unit, and if we don't swap out of this one, very likely going over here to the, you know where it is, the dinette back there. We're going to swap out the dinette for a desk, and then it'll be my desk and Marcy's desk at the same time. I'll be using it primarily because of my coaching that I'll be doing and some other stuff that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to need a desk, and we're going to fix up an area for Marcy to use as a desk, maybe here in the front, maybe not. I don't know yet. We haven't worked that part of it out yet. But it's one of those things. We're working out all kinds of details and all kinds of fun stuff. And we're going to work out all of the details, all of the fine print, all of the dot all of your T's and cross all of your I's. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to do that. We're going to make stuff happen, and it's going to be glorious and wonderful. And that's what we're going to do. I wish I could think of more that we could do. Oh, hang on here. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. I've got so many buttons, I don't know what to do. Ah! Anyway. It's telling me to turn here. I'm not sure if I should turn here. I think I should turn here, but I'm not 100% sure, and my GPS is telling me to turn here. I lost faith in my GPS when we went to that place between Wood Lake, I think it was. I can't remember. It's between Kamloops and Vernon. We camped there for a week, and the GPS told me, no, it's straight ahead and to the right. And Marcy was going, no, it's right there on the left. And I went, no, I'm looking at here, and then it says to do this. And don't do that. The passenger princess 100% could see the sign on the side of the road and said, turn here. And me, being an arrogant man that I am, I looked at the GPS. GPS said, no, it's down here and to the right. And I said, no, rah, 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 it's down here to the right. Rah, rah. And I plowed ahead. And then I was wrong, and I got so angry. I was like, oh, I'm so angry. And I said, Marcy, you need to drive. I'm too angry. That's it, I'm done. And then what happened was Marcy got in. She tried to drive. She made it all of about 50 feet. And she had to turn around, and then I turned around for her because she couldn't do it. And then by the time I was done turning around, I was like, oh, screw it. You tell me where to go. The GPS doesn't know anything. I'm trusting you. And ever since then, I trust Marcy. I don't trust the GPS as much. But like I said, there's all these little questions floating through my mind. Like this one's kind of, like right here. You can't see that, but right there. There's a microphone for the Bluetooth, so I can actually, Bluetooth my speaking to the van. The problem is that when I have the vents on, you can't hear anything on the microphone at all. All you hear is the wind from the vent. So I got to shut off the vent so I can cook myself, so I can hear anything, and not good. Go to another unit. It may or may not have that. It may be a newer unit. It may be an older unit. I don't know. Newer, not being newer than this one. I'm not getting a 24. There's absolutely no way am I getting a 24 or 25. Not happening. I will get maybe a 2019. Have I got a 2019, 2020? Maybe. I'm not getting a 21 because they were built in 2020. I'm not touching that. I'm not getting a 22 because they were built in 21. Like, still bad. Not doing it. So I might consider 2019, 2020, 2018 even is fine. You get the idea. Then there's the question of longer wheelbase, shorter wheelbase, and I don't know what's going on. So who knows what we're going to be doing. But we're going to figure things out. We're going to make stuff happen. We're going to make things go great and not go bad. I'm trying to watch traffic at the same time. So this car behind me was half into my lane. And then when I came over, they moved back, and I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to watch everybody around me. So I think we're going to wrap that up right here-ish, because I don't really have a whole lot more to say, and I have a little bit more driving to do. I want to grow child, so big piece of something on the road. Big square thing. I don't know, maybe it's a seat cushion? Who knows? You find the weirdest stuff on the roads these days. You really do. Alright, so we're going to wrap that up here. I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to shut this off as soon as I can. So, we will talk to you in the next one. Remember, don't be the village idiot. Don't do it. The village has one. They don't need a spare. Seriously, stop it. Talk to you next time.